One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Yellow Jackets will get us started with the opening kickoff. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Red Raiders offense will have the first crack at it in this one. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated.
Breaks into the open. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Guys, let's think big picture about Texas Tech. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor to be the best team we can be.
Trying to turn the corner on the left. Got enough for the first down and wants more. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And this is a really good job of getting on the perimeter so quickly. When you run these tosses, you get away from the big boys. And when you got speed in the backfield, let them do the rest, right? Flip it to them, let them get outside, let them run the football, make a big gain. When you got speed at the running back spot, you definitely want to toss it to him and get him on the perimeter.
Fires to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Fires to the big fella. Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
So difficult, because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And the Red Raiders trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Trying to barge in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets offense will get the ball for the first time. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, Dave.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Gives it to the back on the draw. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy.
There he goes! They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set is able to rip off that one for a first down.
The Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field. They'll move the tight end. They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Looking for a man, it's King. Here's the pressure. Heaves it deep. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, on offense, this is a tough place to run the football back in your own end. The defense is expecting you to do it, and that's why they're loading the box. This is a great opportunity to take a shot down the sideline to your best wide receiver in a one-on-one situation.
And he'll work his way out across the 10 to about the 12.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
Toss to the outside. On the move at the 30. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And that is such great execution by this offense. 3rd down and 2. They know you're running the football, but they were physical. Great job creating a little bit of space. Not only do you get the first down, you chew up a bunch more yards, too. Nice execution by this offense.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. The offense changing the play. Off the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Bond. Still on his feet at the 45. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with them because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
The Red Raiders are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they're giving it to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Red Raiders pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Jackson gonna throw it. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window.
Oh, he's got some space. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And a lot of times the defense is focused on the middle, right? Bring more big bodies in the red zone. Don't let them run the football. Offense tries to do the opposite. Get outside. Get their speedster the football. Had a little bit of success, but nice job by this defense.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. He's going for the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Georgia is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These dogs have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to LSU. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the Yellow Jackets in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Makes it past the marker. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Power football with the run. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, short yardage situation, they decide to go with the toss play. Nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that first.
To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
It'll be a draw. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
The Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Red Raiders in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Motion from the back. They'll toss it to the left. Running into the open space. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. He wants to change this route. Off play action on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Turning it on! And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
And that last run was just a nice job seeing the hole, exploding through it. He has had a heck of a night. Now with that carry, over 100 yards on the game. That's the mark you really want to hit as a running back, and he's got that here tonight.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to fight fire with fire, and you got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Finds the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try the outside to the left. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Red Raiders moving quickly to the line. Sends it back in motion. Jackson will throw. He wants to go deep. He caught it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
One more snap coming before halftime.
42 Spider. 42 Spot.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
We're only in the 1st half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the 2nd quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling like that.
He'll take a shot. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great game day atmosphere today in Atlanta. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the flats at Bobby Dodd Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Red Raiders will kick it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start.
Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player. But, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming, you really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is most dangerous.
On first down from the 13-yard line. Quick handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be...
It's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapped around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right now.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Gonna run it. It's Bishop. Runs into a wall. They'll give him one out to the 8.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy...
It's blocked. He couldn't get it out of the end zone, and it's a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Oh, better look out. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The play action fake. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Okay, ready?
The Red Raiders will line it up on 1st and 10.
Set.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
3rd and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
Has to get there to move the sticks. Breaks into the open. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
And your decision to go for it on 4th down has a lot to do with your kicker. How strong is his leg? Some of these guys nowadays, they can boot the ball 50, 60 yards, no problem. Do I believe in him or do I go for it? And they believed in their offense, they went for it, and they got the 1st down.
And the Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. They'll ride the hot hand. Spins away from the defense. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Touch pass on the run. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, the different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Try to get it to the edge. He has the 1st and still on his feet. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the 1st, and keeping this drive alive.
The Red Raiders back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They go to the draw. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback on the keeper. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
And the Red Raiders really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Toss sweep to the left. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the jet motion. Going for the goal line. And they will score. Touchdown, Red Raiders. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Florida is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far in the Swamp. They're up by just 1 over Wisconsin. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He'll pull it on the read. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll keep it himself. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding this. That QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that stuff in his brain.
Scanning the field, it's King. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Not 1, but 2 sacks on the day, and possibly more to come. Still time left in this football game, and this is a beatdown. You know all passes are coming. This offensive line better do a better job.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great...
He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
The give to the right. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
He'll do it himself. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. The give to the back. And they're able able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Georgia has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And the Yellow Jackets backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. They'll go to the ground. Fighting to get it out of the end zone, and I don't think he made it. He did not. It's a safety.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day, man. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple of weeks, especially the next week in practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
That's a fumble.
Returners only get so many chances in a game, and you really want to maximize. You want to take it to the house. You want to make those big plays. But a lot of time you forget about that small detail of securing the football. He gave it up, but thank goodness he didn't turn it over.
The give as they work on that clock. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Red Raiders with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run play action. Caught close to the marker, it's Carter. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Jackson will throw. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got a man in the middle. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
The Red Raiders with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Caught behind the line. It's Bond. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Powers through the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
You know, you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
325.
They'll run the toss. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day. And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Now the play fake. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent team.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice. And maybe next week.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and